Alright, so with Meliodas' release, I have been, doing some videos with him on the bird, and I've already done Brynhilder and Megelda. So people ask, oh, you should do with the one. So here we are. This was my first attempt with the one, and it went pretty successfully. I did get a very good condition on stage 3. He didn't have revive or full heal, so that was pretty good. But I did have a rule that I hate, which when we get there I'll talk about it. But this was, again, stupid easy. Like, the one has become one of my favorite characters to the bird with. Because his ultimate. His ultimate is just so good. Like, his attack cards are good as well. But, if we're going pound for pound, Brynhilder's attack cards, I might just prefer them. But the ultimate is just so stupid. The ultimate from the one is just so stupid at 6/6 with the double damage. So I just love that. I just love the ultimate so much from the one. It makes a lot of stages just go by really fast if you just push them ultimates, So for here, for stage 1, I knew that I would struggle for phase 4. So I was like, okay, let me not use any melee single targets and hold on to all of them for the 4th phase. So that's basically what I did. I didn't combine my rank ups. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna double rank up melee once I get another single target. That's exactly what I did. I double ranked up melee, and then I move on to the next stage. Again, completely having in mind that I'm not gonna use those melee cards until we get there. Like, I don't need to use melee to have his passive up. I can just use the one the whole time to get melee stacks. I very much don't need to use melee at all. So either I use the AoEs for melee, or I get the one to get his passive up. So it's just basically, like, I got an extra card as well, so it's like, it's a breeze from here. Like, I know I'm just gonna destroy phase 4 with no problems whatsoever. But it would still be also better to potentially get a melee ultimate, because melee's ultimate is very, very good for doing damage on phase 4 as well. So I'm pretty sure I just moved my cards for that. Oh, yeah, I moved my cards like that for that. So I was like, okay, I can just combine those and just make sure that I have 3 level 3s for the next phase, and then have the ultimate as well. The attacks first, so you get the buffs. But I should have used the Matrona card first, but doesn't matter. That is ultimate, pretty decent. And I already also got another single target for melee, so this is pretty much a breeze from here. I know I'm gonna kill, and then I actually go for I saw I got like an absurd amount of rank. I was like, okay, let me just go for getting even more buffs on melee to make sure that we hit damage cap with the single target, which I don't remember if I did. This was a few hours ago, actually. Yeah, I think even if I do, I don't think I kill here. I think he has more health than damage cap. Yeah, I did hit damage cap, but he had more health than damage cap. But that actually comes in play later on. Gopher level 3s can be pretty good for Meliodas. Those 3 extra buffs, they count, They really do count. So, moving on. Again, you don't need I'll say Pierce, but you don't need Power Strike cards to beat phase 4. But I have no Power Strike cards. But I have a hell of a unit, which is Meliodas. So, floor 2, which is the easiest floor in my opinion, out of all 3, is the easiest floor. Because even floor 1, I was like, okay, I need to hold on to my cards for phase 4. Floor 2, I'm just like, okay, I'm just beat him as fast as I humanly can. And that's the floor. That's it. That's the whole concept of it. But in phase 4, I do realize I actually got one of the conditions I hate the most, which is that every time you attack him, he gets this this like defensive buff or damage reduction buff, and I hate that condition so much because it wastes your buff removals. And sometimes when I get it, I just reset. I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with that on floor 3 because it just gets stupidly annoying. But I just went with it. I was like, you know what? I think it doesn't matter. Like, it's gonna be a little annoying. I think it doesn't matter. Like, if I just start in with like an Escanor ultimate on the last stage, that'll be it. Like, he won't be able to just bulk up enough damage reduction that I won't be able to kill him. So I was just like, yeah, that's fine. But that is one of my least liked conditions. I mean, of course, every condition is meant to be, you know, something that would cuck the player, but to me, that's the worst. That is the worst of the conditions. Or maybe lower health. Nah, it depends on what's him using. So here, you know, phase 2 is just so easy. You just have to have the taunt. This is what like I think floor 2 is like misplaced. Like floor 2 is a lot of gimmicks. That so long as you abide by the gimmick, you're fine. You know, like floor 2 or phase 2 of the floor 2, you have a taunt, you're good, right? Or you can just kill him in one turn if you have the one, if you want to do that as well. But you have a taunt, you're good. And then in the phase 3, you hit damage cap once, and do more damage, and then kill him next turn. Boom, you're good. And then phase 4 has like basically no gimmick. You just kill him fast and you're good. So floor 2 is never like an issue for me. But then again, you do find out if you're gonna get one of those annoying traits for the later stage. Like, yeah, you hit damage cap once, so he gets the defensive buff. You don't want to hit damage cap twice because or else he full heals, and you don't want to hit damage cap 3 times because then he gets super strong. You could, if you want, just kill him in one turn, but I think that's not necessary. Like, I'm just gonna kill him now instead. Like, I got one extra turn to, like, you know, reassess what I'm doing here. I think that's all you need. Yep. Although, you know, I guess you need to be a little prepared for, you know, killing him in 2 turns, but it is what it is. So the one, absolutely lovely ultimate. I love the one's ultimate. Just boom. Damage cap twice, don't care. And I saw he has the damage reduction buff thing, which is so annoying on floor 3 because it's the whole time, it's the whole floor 3 is him getting the damage reduction. It's so annoying, but I was like, ah, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just remove the Umatron, it's fine. And Melee removes it as well with his ultimate, so it's good. That's pretty good. So I mean, it's pretty standard. I try to, as much as I can, start stacking Melee's damage reduction on floor 3. Like every turn. Every turn I'm trying to do 2 cards. I try not to go over 2 cards, if possible, just in case in the next turn I end up running out of, you know, single targets and I can't do 2. That's why. But I guess you could do 3, it's no problem. But, you know, try to get, you know, like right here, just do 3. But trying to get as many single targets in, or at least 2, so I can stack those damage reductions, because those are big. I do make a misplay here. I think it's this turn. I did 2 misplays in this thing, but I combined the melee AoEs because I actually wanted to go for his ultimate. Yeah. Instead of just moving it again, I just clicked. Like, in my mind for a second, I could just use it. But of course I couldn't, like I was debuffed. So I wasted that perfectly usable AoE, but it's fine. I I wanted to go for his ultimate. Because the ultimate does remove buffs and, you know, it hits pretty hard if you have him with good dupes. I'm pretty sure I used my single target there. Again, a moment where I wish I had 2 single targets, because now I didn't get a stack of damage reduction, but it's no problem. Those damage reductions, man. When you get the 40% damage reduction, your team is like so tanky. It's insane. You basically become him. Like, you see the damage reductions that he put on top of him? I'm putting heal myself. I go for the removal first, because I'm like, okay, ults count, by the way, for Meli's passive. So I do 1 single target, 2 single target. Boom. Stacking, baby. Just like that. Phase 3, you also want to kill him pretty quick. That ultimate hits really hard, and I did get the condition where he starts with actual ultimate. This is another terrible play. I use Matrona's level 2 just to waste space, right? Like, I want to make space. But I should have just used level 1, because I knew he was going to delete my cards next turn. So that was just stupid. So that is just a brain fart. There's no other way of saying it. And then I just kill her right here pretty easily with the 1. Alright, I do attack first with Matrona, but I think the 1 would have just one-shot, actually. Like, with the flood card, it hit so hard. I didn't mind attacking with Matrona, because she already had, like, no ultimate gauge anyways. So coming in here, of course, I want to kill him as fast as possible. And I also want to make sure that I do have the 1's ultimate next turn. So I don't want to kill him in 1 turn, but I do want to, you know... Oh, man. Melee doing damage, like... Because here's the thing, right? I know it's level 3s, but, like... This stage, with the damage reduction that you're seeing on top of him, like, hitting damage cap with the level 3s is still pretty impressive. So I do... It's either here or next turn. I think it's here. I do try to make sure that the 1 gets the ultimate. Is it here? Maybe it's not. Yeah, it's not. Because yeah. I was like, okay. I don't want to kill him here. Because again, I do want to go with the 1. Ready to go. So I don't want to kill him here. I also don't want to waste the melee ultimate. But thankfully I didn't use the melee ultimate, because of course I ended up having to choose it here over, you know, just using a Matrona damage, not damage, using a Matrona remove, because I didn't have any. So I just used the melee ult to remove the buffs and kill. And then I, of course, make sure to have the 1's ultimate. And you'll see why. It's just the 1's ultimate is just so good. It's like it's difficult to just not say anything that isn't just, oh, it's just broken. Like, watch this. He just two-tapped him. He just boom boom dead on the last phase of floor 3. Just like that. So yeah, this is why I actually really do like using the 1 on the bird. It's just, it feels so casual popping in those ults. Also, by the way, I have the Holy Relic, not that it matters. Like, the Holy Relic effect doesn't work in PvE, but it does give me a little bit more attack, which doesn't matter. Like, I've done the stage of the 1 multiple times, it felt no different. Maybe it's a little bit stronger. Yeah, but yeah. If you have the 1 you don't have Brynhilder, bring him. He's just as good, basically. Or maybe not as good, but yeah, basically.